It's absolutely lethal here this morning. This is just a sheet lice. I absolutely hate driving the farm machinery when it's like this. It is lethal. You can't even move a little tiny bit and she's just gone. The back end of the loader is swinging round and it is terrifying. Never mind flipping trying to drive that thing with however many ton behind you dragging you backwards down the hill. So I'm just hooking on the bucket and I'm away to go and get grit and put it everywhere. I am not taking any chances today. Oh, sigh of relief. Made it up the first time. This time it'll be worse because obviously it's slightly fuller. The next time it'll be slightly lighter, so it won't be quite as bad. But yeah, my gritting has worked so far. I now have to get back downhill without going broadside. It's the getting back down is not so fun. Takes a bit of time just to put all the grit out, make sure everything's safe, but cows are now fed and are happy. Got to get back down, refill, and then get across the new shed and feed the calves there. I have gritted over there as well, so but this is obviously the first time we've had this weather with the new shed. So fingers crossed we've built it right. So we've got our vet coming today to do a blood sample of 5 of our weaned calves. So we do this one lot for the spring and one lot for the autumn, and this is to keep our BVD status, so we're BVD free. BVD is bovine viral diarrhea. So we blood sample the calves to make sure that they are clear, and then we keep our status. So we've got our vet coming to do that today, and so they should be here any minute. So that's everyone fed, got tomorrow's mix on. Water's still frozen, so I'm going to have to go and defrost that. As our vet's coming as well, I'm going to get her to have a look at our youngest calf, so that brown one there. Not quite sure what's wrong with her, but as you can see, there's like a lot of milk on the floor here, and I've seen her literally being sick, like just like a human, like coughs and then it all comes back up. So I'm not too sure what's happened there, but we're gonna get the vet to have a look and yeah, see what's going on. Just done a run to our local mart. I was running late as always, but never mind. So I got a bit of stick for that, but it's all good. I dropped off the last 12 of our lambs for this year. The rest of them obviously went end of October, but these 12 were slightly crippled, had gone a bit lame, so I had given them all a course of antibiotics, and then obviously that put them in withdrawal. They were actually out withdrawal probably last week before maybe, but just one thing after the other. So made a point to do it this week. So they're away, so we'll see how they get on. And I also have sent 4 out of the 5 pure Texel yows that were empty. One of them has decided to go crippled today, so I'll keep her and just get her right before I send her. I'll probably just keep her and send her with the next lot of empty yows once we've scanned. But the other 4 have gone, so hopefully they will come into good enough money. They're in really good condition. You know, they're good, big, strong yows. I'm sad to see them go, but they've had plenty of time with the tup and they're still not in lambs, so decision has to be made. Just wasting time on my ice rink here. Tups are coming out today, so got some of them out already. Batch of yows, gimmers over there. So yows and gimmers are staying separate. They don't mix until after scanning because we like to see how The gimmers have tupped compared to the yows. I left them in slightly longer this year because the yows didn't get the teasering effect because I kept my earlies separate. I left them in a week longer, but everything was marked within 3.5 weeks. Hopefully it shouldn't really extend lambing much by much. There'll be a handful that repeat, but fingers crossed it won't be many. The tups, you can tell there's been not much happening because the tups have been sitting away by themselves. Rubbing. It's been alright. First few off. I'll take the crayons off though. And anything that I think might work for next year, it's got a wee bit on it, I'll keep them. And then I wash all of the harnesses too, just because they stink. And it's also nicer for next year when you're putting them on when they're nice and clean. So that'll be my next job. So most of these I'll be able to use again. So you can see that's got plenty still on it. That one's got less on it, but it's still got a bit. Again, that's plenty. A lot of them have got plenty, so it should be fine. So I've got the fence up ready on the neeps for the tups coming in, and I've just put the wires down to try and get them across because I've got my early yows over there, so I can't take them round that way. And then obviously the yow lambs are this side of the neeps. Come in at the gateway, cross the yow lambs fence, along this head rig to that side, and cross that fence. This could be a disaster, but let's give it a try. Possible issues that we might have. One, they could run up there and mix with the yow lambs. Two, they could cross the yow lambs fence but then go into that bit of neeps. Or three, they'll just be perfect and do as they're told. Or four, they might not even come in the gateway. I've got Roxy, so I have a lot of faith in this little dog. Ready to go? Come by. That'll do. Lie down. Come on, boys. That'll do. That'll do. Success. Didn't mix, didn't go off course, got them there first time. Bloody lovely. And it's all down to this little dog, little superstar. Hey Rox, you never miss anything. jinx it, but the yow lambs have been on here and not a single one has broken out. They've not been trained on an electric fence or anything, they're just being very good yow lambs at the moment. So yeah, they're really eating the neeps up nice and clean now. Giving them 2 drills probably does them. Well, the fence was shifted yesterday and that's what they've gotten left. So I'll probably do them maybe 3 days. We'll just keep an eye on it and see. But yeah, they're making a really tidy job of it and they're all behaving. Now, I hope they keep behaving because now the tups are just there. Oh, that gives me the fear. But as I've said in a previous video, these neeps need to be eaten this year. They're not going to last because of the lack of boron. So I don't want to waste them. So I need to get them eaten before the frost comes and kills them, which is probably already doing after that really cold weather we've had. So they rot from the inside out. So they look fine to us here, but when you cut them open, they're just mush in the middle. So I need to try and get these eaten as quickly as possible, which is why I've put the tups on this side and then the yow lambs this side. And yeah, we'll just have to keep an eye and make sure that everyone is behaving. Wires are tied together there with a bit of wire so it all connects. So I should just switch this on and hope I don't touch this now. Yeah, I put that on night mode so it saves a bit of battery because they are, like I said, they are behaving, so make the battery last a wee bit longer, hopefully. So you'll have seen the tups there going in. They don't look the best at the moment because they've just come out from the yows, but considering how busy they have been, majority of them are actually in really good condition. I think because they've had harnesses on this year, so like obviously the harness has left like an imprint on their wool. I think that's making it look worse. Well, to me it's making it look worse. But no, they're all good. There was a couple there when they came out had sore feet. I think it was actually because we've had like snow and ice. It had been irritating their feet. So there was a couple of them had like wee sore bits on their feet. So I've sorted that, hopefully. They're on their holidays again. What a life! So I've just had a message from our auctioneer about the lambs and the yows that we sent to the mark today. We had 11 Texel Cross lambs come in at 48.4 kilos. We then had one slightly heavier at 55 kilos and he came into £132. Then my Texel yows, there was one was £175. She was always slightly smaller than the other three. The other three came into a whopping £270, and that has actually topped the sale for the yows. A stomach tube down, and we got right into the stomach and there was milk in the stomach, so we think there's probably a blockage from the stomach out the way. So we've given her some liquid paraffin to try and lubricate everything and try and get everything moving again. Now it just goes over her throat, and hopefully she can get whatever it is blocking her past and start feeling better soon. That's it for this one. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a wee like and subscribe below, and we'll see you for the next one.